Welcome to Berlin. It's fantastic to have you here. So thank you for participating in this event. My name is Chris Weber. I run global sales for the mobile device unit within Microsoft, and it's really great to be here today. When I think about the city of Berlin, I think about really two things: innovation and reinvention. And smartphone innovation and reinvention is why we all invited you here today. And I promise we won't disappoint. We have a ton of things to show: great products, great innovation, great accessories. So I want to get started. Before I do that, though, as the sales guy, I feel like it's my privilege to show you some of the coolest innovation and products that we've ever done. But I'm just the person that gets to talk about it. I want to thank someone and her team for actually giving me the opportunity to show you all this great innovation, and that's Jo Harlow, who runs our product group at Microsoft for our devices group. Her and her team have been working incredibly hard to bring some of the most innovative hardware, software, experiences, et cetera. And I get the privilege of doing that. So Jo, on behalf of me and the team, thank you for giving us the opportunity to show you this great stuff. I feel like there's been so many things that have happened this spring for the devices group as we've come into Microsoft. So it's almost like I want to exhale with the pace that we've been going, because certainly there's been a lot of things that we've been doing, and I think you'll see the fruits of that labor here today. But if I just take a step back and talk about what's happened, first of all, we have new business cards. We're part of this amazing and fantastic company called Microsoft, And I think what you're going to see today is the power of Nokia coming into Microsoft and the innovation between the two companies and the resulting products. The second thing is, this is our first global Lumia event under the Microsoft banner. So congratulations and welcome to the inaugural Lumia event as part of Microsoft. It's great that you're here. We also have a new vision that was articulated by our CEO around a cloud-first, mobile-first world. And Microsoft, as the productivity company, is going to help people everywhere to do more. And I think about this theme about doing more and productivity, like in my simple mind, it's really about at Microsoft, we're going to help people across the globe, whether it's at work or at home, get stuff done. And I think that's really exciting, and you'll see that today. Our devices team within Microsoft, we have a really clear mandate, and that's to showcase both the digital life and digital work experiences across everything we do, from devices, software, and experiences. And today, we're going to introduce even more smartphone innovation and amazing experiences, and not just on the high end. We want more people to be blown away by what they can do with their smartphones. Since April, we delivered both hardware and software to the fastest growing segment of the smartphone market, this affordable smartphone market. We've launched the Lumia 530, the Lumia 630, and the Lumia 635 in this affordable segment, all under 200 euro price points. And then we launched the Nokia 130, which is the ultra affordable, I'll call it an entertainment powerhouse, at under 19 euros. So what we're really trying to do here is to take great hardware and software innovation and bring that to a broader set of people with new price points. And then with the Nokia Cyan release, we've packaged up all the greatness and goodness of Windows Phone 8.1, all the differentiators of Lumia, and brought that across the Lumia portfolio. So we're really excited about the innovation that we're delivering, and you'll see us continue that today. Now let's talk about apps. This is one I actually think perception lags reality. And what I mean by that is we've made a ton of progress. And I would submit we have more work to do, and we're working like crazy on that. But look at the numbers. 320,000 apps in the Windows Phone marketplace or store. We're adding over 500 apps per week to the store. Those are significant numbers and significant progress. But it's not just about the numbers. It's about top apps. And if you go into the marketplace today, the Windows Phone store, you'll see apps such as Swarm, BBM, Adobe Photoshop Express, and many more. So again, we're making really good progress, and it's why I say I think perception lags reality in this area, both for the top apps, but then the long tail of apps. More work to be done, but we feel really good about that. But we're in a hugely competitive marketplace, and we're determined to succeed, and our goal is to make the market for Lumia and Windows Phone. We recently introduced a software update, Windows Phone 8.1 Update 1. And what that brings is Cortana, which we launched in beta in the US, and we're expanding that beta to markets in UK and China. And then we're going to do a public alpha of Cortana in Canada, India, and Australia. And then coming soon, bringing it to markets in Europe and across the globe. And we're taking it a step further and bringing more innovation to the Lumia range in the newest software update called Lumia Denim. Lumia Denim really combines the best of Microsoft and the best of the differentiators within Lumia. One of the things we wanted to do with Denim was to make Cortana easier to use. And Cortana is truly the first personal digital assistant. And if you haven't used it, I highly encourage you to give it a try. But one of the things that we've done in Lumia Denim is we've introduced something called Hey Cortana, which is a convenient hands-free way to activate Cortana. And I'm going to show you that. But basically, if you've used Cortana today, you have to press the power button on the phone, you have to scroll up, put your password in, select Cortana, and then press the mic to issue a command. Well, we're going to make it significantly easier with this function called Hey Cortana. So I'm going to give this a try. The acoustics in here might not be great, but I think we'll be able to do it. So this is a device. This is the Lumia 930. And basically, it's in an idle power state. And I will just say, Hey Cortana, and then I'll issue a command. Hey Cortana. Remind me to tell the kids about Berlin.
When do you want to be reminded?
When I get home.
Sure thing. I'll remind you to remind the kids about Berlin when you get home. Is that right?
Yep.
Sure thing.
So a couple things here. I didn't have to go through any of those steps, so much easier access to Cortana. The second thing, I think one of the best things if you use Cortana is not only the ability to do reminders, but it has something called geofencing. So what I said is remind me to tell the kids about Berlin. It said, when do you want me to tell? I said, when I get home. What knows what home is? And by the way, in that device, I put one Microsoft way. Some would argue I'm at work more than home, so maybe that is my home location. But what happens when I get into that geo area, the phone will recognize I'm in the area near home, and it'll pop up a reminder that says, tell the kids about Berlin. So it's really powerful, this whole Cortana and digital assistant. And with Hey Cortana, I think we take it to a next level in terms of hands-free, convenient use. So then with Lumia Denim, we're also going to introduce some amazing camera innovations through the Lumia camera application. You know, the image quality of our PureView cameras has always amazed people, and we've made it better with the latest imaging processing. Lumia owners who have used it love the imaging capability, but one of the things they've said is make it faster. So we've made it fast. I think we made it wicked fast, and I want to show you that. There's a number of things we've done. The first thing is, how do we make it faster on initial startup from pocket to picture? So we've improved the processing there. And the way we've done that is we've utilized the hardware button, such as you find on the Lumia 930, and we've put software enhancements to increase that startup speed. And then we've also done things from a shot to shot to shot to speed that up significantly, and I'll show you that. And then we'll do some other cool things as well. So I'm going to show you some examples here, but the first thing is I want to introduce Lassie. Lassie, who you probably saw as you came in, is one of the best football trick artists I've ever seen, and actually a professional goalie by trade. But we've asked Lassie to come in here and do some tricks as I do some photos. And by the way, he'll be upstairs showing you some of his better tricks after the launch. So basically, I have a phone here again in idle state. And watch what happens. I'm just going to press and hold the camera button, and watch how fast it goes from boot up to picture here. So it took a picture there already. And then as he's doing his tricks here, I'm just going to do multiple shots. So I'll hit the button multiple times. Super, super fast to get those pictures. And then again, once you get those pictures, you can edit those, et cetera, just like you normally do. Okay? But sometimes people want to capture the moment even more easily. So now we have the ability, if you long the camera button, you can instantly start recording 4K video. We call this moment capture. So let me do this real quick. I'll just press and hold, and you'll see it start to record 4K video here. Great trick, Lassie, by the way. I think Joe Harlow should do that next. Okay. So now I just captured 4K video. Thank you, Lassie. That's great. So let me tell you what this just did. It captured 4K video at 24 frames per second with 8.3 megapixels per picture. I mean, that is super high quality video. So let me repeat that again. 4K video, 24 frames per second with 8.3 megapixels per frame. Really incredible video quality. But then what you're able to do with that after you capture that, obviously you have amazing 4K video, but you can take those videos and create really high resolution still images. So I'm going to show you that. So as I call up the device here, I'm basically going to press the, I'm in the camera button, or the camera module here. And these are some pictures that the team took earlier this week. And what you can see is this is coming from a 4K video, and now it creates a still image. And if I just zoom in here, you can see the quality of the image that you're getting, again, because it's such high quality here. We'll scroll and get another picture here as well. So you can see the level of detail is quite amazing. And the way you do that, if I just go over and let me select the video here. So this is the 4K video. If I just touch that video, you can see it says edit in moment. So if I just say edit moment, It will open that up, and I can either do best frame, which gives me a single still image, or I can do an action shot where you can do sort of superimposed images in one single image. So we'll select best frame. And what you do now is this is the video, and then the little slider at the bottom, I just slide, and anywhere I want, so let's get them at the top, or I could just play with them, make them go up and down if I want, kind of like that. Let's get them at the top of their leap. By the way, that's some pretty good hang time, I think, for the team. And when I let go, all I have to do is hit the save button, and now I have a very high-end still image coming from that 4K video. So really taking imaging to a new level. One, by increasing the speed from pocket to picture, from shot to shot, doing that. And then again, taking this 4K video to the new level and giving you really great imaging capability. So this really sets a benchmark for speed in burst shots with only 42 milliseconds between shots. Let me give you a perspective of that. A single blink of the human eye, does anybody know what that takes? 100 to 400 milliseconds. This is according to the Harvard database of useful biological numbers. How many people have spent time in that book? So if you look at it, in the time it takes to blink the human eye, we will have captured somewhere between 3 and 12 images with the enhancements we made here. I think that's truly innovation, and when I talk about speed, that's wicked fast in terms of what we're delivering there. There's more enhancements to the Lumia camera that we'll talk about later today, but essentially what this means for consumers is they'll never miss a shot. Lumia Denim will first be available on our flagship phones, the Lumia 930, the Lumia 1520, and Lumia Icon. It'll include a wealth of other features, and it'll be available to all Lumia smartphones running Windows Phone 8.1 in Q4 2014. And then the Lumia Camera app will also be available separately in Q4 2014, initially for the Lumia 930, the Lumia 1520, and Lumia Icon. Okay, so we continue to sort of challenge ourselves to bring flagship innovations to more people at more price points. Whether it's design, latest software, apps, camera, we're looking for more ways to pack innovation in and wow users. So to be successful, we have to embrace a challenger mindset. That's the state we're in. It's the mindset we have at Microsoft. And we recognize we have to do better, and we have to provide consumers more, and we have to price things right. But we're going to do a challenge. We're going to challenge Apple and Samsung. And we're going to expose the premium they're charging their consumers for a smartphone experience that clearly is inferior to Lumia. And to prove my point, allow me to introduce the newest addition to the Lumia lineup. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to introduce you to the Lumia 830, the first affordable flagship. You can clap, absolutely. I'll give you a little more time here. We're going to show you a lot about this device. It's powered with the latest from Microsoft, packed with all the greatness and differentiation of Lumia, in our thinnest, lightest design yet. I'm really excited about this. How about I give you one screen and one reverse? Does that work? Okay. All right. So at its core, the Lumia 830 obviously comes with the latest version of Windows Phone 8.1, features like preloaded Microsoft Office, easy sharing with OneDrive, and of course Cortana for the markets it's available in. And with Windows Phone 8.1, the personalization of Lumia smartphone has never been easier. Whether it's live folders, app corner, a new glance screen, updated glance screen, and then connecting to Wi-Fi in a more secure way with VPN. All those things come pre-installed and loaded in the Lumia 830. It also ships with the Lumia Denim update that we talked about earlier. What I love most about this device is the great things people love about our flagship, like the 930, and basically putting them in a slimmer, sleeker package without compromising the experience. And let's start with the imaging capability. Let me tell you what's packed in this 830. First of all, there's an industry-leading PureView imaging sensor, 10 megapixel sensor, Zeiss optics, and our thinnest optic image stabilization module yet. That's how we get such a thin, sleek design. And you get stunning images day or night. And I want to show you some examples of the amazing images that come out of the Lumia 830. So the team went out this week in Berlin to get some images. So I'll just go into the camera module here. Let me flip this up in landscape. Let's try this again. Do we have? And let's say allow. There we go. Okay. Now let's just have it turn. It's trying. There we go. Sort of thinks about that. Let's try it this way. Okay, so it's opposite here. This should be bigger, but let me just try to show you some of the imaging that we have here. I mean, stunning images day or night in terms of the capability here that you get on the device, and images that you would expect on any high-end flagship, and we'll show you that in a minute. Again, if the images were bigger, but the clarity there, whether it's day, night, low light, etc., fantastic images. And I also want to show you, we did a comparison with the iPhone, so we could put up on the screen, with the Lumia 830 and the iPhone 5. iPhone 5 is on the left, the Lumia 830 on the right. I think people can see a clear difference on the affordable flagship 830 compared to the iPhone. I will tell you, we also did this with the Galaxy S5, and the image quality compared even to the iPhone was worse, so we didn't think it was worth the PowerPoint space, but we thought we'd compare it to the iPhone here. But really stunning images that come out of the Lumia 830. Okay, so I'm going to show you some more about what can be done with the Lumia 830 and the camera update. To show you that, I want to introduce Christine Borkness. I'd like to call Christine our CIO, which is our Chief Imaging Officer, obviously. So she's our resident expert. She actually has a degree in optics. And so Christine is going to show you some amazing things that you can do with this camera. So take it away.
Thanks, Chris. So yeah, I'm really proud to show you the Lumia camera here. And as you can see, there's a new control bar there. I mean, I love the Nokia camera we've had so far. It has those advanced controls, which means you can get really great shots, so you can adjust whatever you want. But sometimes you want to do really hassle-free photography, and then we have there that magic wand. So then you turn that on, and then this camera becomes super intelligent, super adaptive, completely hassle-free photography. So I'm going to show you some shots that we took here in Berlin with this camera. So just a moment here. It's quite a nice image of one of those many talented colleagues I have. This is Carl from Lund. And you see this image here was taken without flash. We have quite a nice low light capability, an excellent low light capability here. Optical image stabilization on the Lumia 830 means you can keep the shutter open for longer. No tripod was used. Nice image. Sometimes, however, you do want to use flash. But what we do here is we take away the need to make a decision in advance. So you see what I'm doing here? I'm turning on the flash 3 days after I took the picture. And I can take it off, on and off. Sometimes with flash, we have great flash on our products, but sometimes flash gives a very harsh image. It's a bit cold. So here I can decide myself on the atmosphere, the lighting of the room. Do I want to have it cozy or warm? So I think from now on, you don't need to worry about using flash ever again. Just have it on, and then the camera always takes an image also without flash. And afterwards, if you don't like the default image that the camera, this intelligent camera suggests, then you can go in and just decide yourself on the strength of the flash. This is dynamic flash. So this is what we are going to bring in rich capture, and just want to show you one more example here. This is, it looks like magic. We did spend a few hours in Berlin on Monday. We went to the aquarium here in Berlin, and look at this, no flash image. I can bring it all the way up like that. So this rich capture mode, whenever I have the flash on, it takes an image also without flash, 2 images, and you can merge them. This dynamic flash is a completely unique Lumia imaging experience. Super proud of it, and we're bringing this experience to many devices. That's not all. So rich capture has dynamic flash. You don't need to worry about whether it's dynamic flash or not. The rich capture decides for you what mode to use. So I'll show you some more example images here. This also in the restaurant in Berlin, an image. I'll show you what this would have looked like without rich capture. Quite a dark image, but in this scene, typical HDR scene, maybe some of you recognize high dynamic range imaging is needed. So the camera, you don't need to choose any HDR mode, just in the same rich capture that has the dynamic flash. It recognizes we need multiple exposure values here, and then you can stitch those together. And then the same UI, very simple to use, just bring your finger all the way up here, like this. If you want to make it very extreme, if you like candy colors, if you like likes on Instagram, then that's what you do. Then hit save, and that's your image. So I'm super excited about rich capture on the Lumia camera, which we're bringing to Lumia 30 and high-end devices. And of course, once you have these images, you want to share them. And that's where OneDrive comes in. I use OneDrive a lot. So with Lumia camera, you never lose a moment, now that the camera is so fast. But then with OneDrive, automatic upload, you never lose the image. So 15 gigs of free storage, pretty cool. But today, we're going to also tell you about a completely new way of sharing your images. And I have here the Surface Pro 3. This is also super cool. I love the Surface Pro 3. Been using it for about 2 weeks. But what I have here is a browser page. And I've used the Storyteller app. I hope all of you tried it out and start using it. It's great, and we're going to update that. So with the Storyteller app, you can now start sharing those living images. So living images is another unique Lumia imaging experience. Makes it possible for you to tell a much more emotional story. So whenever you take an image, it also captures the moment just before, so that you can capture a little bit of personalities, make emotions shine through. You can tell a better story, and now you can share those as well. I'm super thrilled. So thanks.
Great, thanks, Christina.
Thanks a lot.
It's awesome.
Thanks.
Great, thank you. Pretty amazing innovation, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, well, Christina showed some of the sharing that you can do through OneDrive, et cetera, with the live images. But sometimes people want to tell their story on a bigger screen or outside of their Lumia phone. So we're introducing a new accessory that allows you to beam your content from a Lumia 830 or any NFC-enabled Lumia device to a larger screen. What we're calling this is the Microsoft Screen Sharing for Lumia Phones HD10. Just rolls off the tip of your tongue, doesn't it? I will tell you, it's a long name, but it's worth it. This thing's incredibly innovative. So this is the screen sharing accessory here that uses Miracast. The really cool thing about this is it has a little coaster on top that stays on it with a magnet. But that is connected to, let's say, your TV. This NFC tag can be anywhere in your office or house. And what you do is simply tap your NFC-enabled Lumia device to the coaster. It pairs it, and then I can instantly start sharing my content up here. Now, I've already tapped and paired, or it was already done. So as you can see now, anything on my screen can be showed on a bigger screen here. So let me just go in and show you, we've talked a lot about imaging, but let's take from a work scenario the ability to do things like Office docs. So we can bring a spreadsheet up. I'll turn it landscaped here so we can see it like that. I can resize it. And you can see those dots are just my fingers there. Whether this is a spreadsheet, PowerPoint, video, imaging, etc., it really gives you a new way to share your content on a bigger screen. From a personal perspective, I will tell you at my house, I have 2 teenagers, this coaster has been fought more from with my daughter and son than anything, because they can't wait to take at the end of the day and show me either images or videos or things like that on their device. So again, a great way to showcase the content that's on your Lumia device. So again, the Microsoft screen sharing accessory. The second thing I want to introduce is wireless charging. So with the Lumia 830, wireless charging is integrated into this device. By the way, these are removable back covers, so you can change your color, but also put a wireless charging cover on it, which is on this phone. And so we have a new accessory that allows you, because we know people are going to put this device through the paces. We have an amazing battery, 2220 milliamp battery in here, so certainly will get you throughout the day. But then through wireless charging being integrated, we're able to even give you a more powerful combination of the device and the charging plate. So I want to introduce the new accessory. This is our 2nd generation wireless charging plate. And what you see on this is not only a device to charge your wireless phone, but when I put the device on here, you'll see a couple things. First of all, a nice glow light there. So it's sort of an enhanced version of a wireless charging plate. But this wireless charging plate is intelligent. So it's NFC enabled. So when you tap your phone to it, you can customize things. As an example, if I had my phone away from the plate, but was in the vicinity, if it was below a certain threshold, let's say 30% is what I set, the light on the wireless charging plate would light up to indicate I need to charge my phone. But you also have the ability to customize notifications with different blinking patterns, whether it's new email messages that have come in, new SMS messages, Facebook, etc. So it's an intelligent wireless charging plate. Gives you great wireless charging to power up your device, but it also enhances the experience with customized notifications there, so quite good. It will be available well, first of all, it requires Windows Phone 8.1 Lumia devices, and then Bluetooth 4.0 and higher, and it'll be available in green, orange, and white. So very excited, and that obviously matches the Lumia 830 colors. So the Lumia 830 really delivers premium innovation, such as our leading-edge PureView imaging with Zeiss optics. It's packed in a pocket-friendly design that is only 8.5 millimeters thin, made possible with our thinnest optic image stabilization module yet. And we've done this while maintaining a quad-core Snapdragon processor and integrated wireless charging. We've also made it lighter, weighing in at 150 grams. So spec-wise, it's on par or better than its flagship equivalents from Samsung and Apple. So if you take a look, the Lumia 830 will be 330 euros before taxes and subsidies. It stands alone. This is the affordable flagship. If you compare it to the Galaxy or iPhone, the Galaxy S5 is at 440 euros, and the iPhone 5S is 515 euros. I think it's very clear there's great innovation at new price points to bring this innovation to consumers. So the Lumia 830 will come in bright green, bright orange, dark gray, and stunning white. It'll start shipping globally this month. The Lumia 830, our affordable flagship with the latest from Microsoft, the best differentiations of Lumia, in our thinnest, lightest design. I'm really excited about that. So not only are we continuing to drive innovation on the back of the phone with the camera, we're going to turn it around and address the front camera. Our imaging expertise has always been a focus on addressing consumer needs and frustration. We did that first with low-light photography with the Lumia 920 and the Lumia 925. And then we addressed it again with better zooming and more details with the Lumia 1020. Today, we're doing it for the front-facing camera. It is time for a better Skype experience, and it's time for a better selfie. So ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce you to the Lumia 735 and the Lumia 730 dual SIM. The Lumia 735, thank you. Lumia 735 obviously is 4G LTE enabled. The Lumia 730 dual SIM is 3G connectivity. Really beautiful designs, gorgeous form factor, and we'll talk about the amazing experiences that come within this device. Give it a little more time. By the way, I can see some cameras out there we need to upgrade, and we'll talk after this, this demo here. How about I put one front-wise there? So that's the Lumia 735 and Lumia 730. Recently, I saw some analyst estimates that talked about there's more than 50 billion selfies were shot in 2014. Yes, 50 billion with a B. Now, I was saying to someone earlier, I think 49 billion of those come from my 2 teenage kids, because that's all they do, is the selfies. But the way I estimate it is about 95% of those images are kind of lousy. They're grainy, poorly lit photos. And so if you take that 49 or 50 billion, that's about 130 lousy photos updated or uploaded to Instagram, Weibo, Facebook, etc., on a daily basis. And I think we can do better. So basically, we plan to change that. With the 24mm focal length on the wide angle, 5-megapixel front-facing camera on those devices, you'll fit more in the frame than ever before. More of what's going on behind you, more friends in the group, more family on Skype calls, more of everything you want to share, not just more, but better images, and you'll see that. You've never cut out another member, you'll never cut out another member of a group or miss an unbelievable scene during a selfie, and we're going to change that. Some of you might have heard of this, the Ellen selfie. Has anybody heard or seen that? So, you know, earlier this year, American talk show host Ellen, she snapped a selfie at the Oscars. You'll recall the image went viral, was a massive cultural phenomenon. It was amazing, but it was also kind of amazingly bad. I don't know if you noticed the photo. Out of focus, poor light saturation, and then how about this guy, poor Jared Leto, right? He was cut out of the picture. So the actor wins the award for the incredible performance in Dallas Buyers Club, but thanks to a bad image or bad camera, gets cropped out of the most shared image in social media history. And my daughter was saying to me, my daughter's 16, she said, "Dad, if you get the opportunity to take a picture with Brad Pitt, you don't want to be out of the frame, and you have to be in focus." And this is really what we're going to try to change. So to prove how good our devices is at taking group selfies, we're going to try to reimagine that group selfie from 2014. We actually thought it would be cool, since we're in Germany, to do something with the German national football team. By the way, we should just take a moment to recognize the fantastic performance by Team Germany. Yeah. Unbelievable. Unfortunately, we wanted the whole team to come up here, but obviously they're very busy on their day-to-day duties. And then I watched a little of the game last night, and I'm guessing they're putting in a little overtime in the practice field today after the game last night. So we haven't been able to get the German football team here, but we're going to do second best. We're still going to give it an old college try. So we have a number of people on our team who are going to wear the world champion German national football jerseys. They're also going to pull a few of you to wear the jerseys and come up on stage, and we're going to do a group selfie and show how a real group selfie is done with a fantastic camera. So if the team could bring some of the press up with jerseys, we'll gather. Good-looking group up here, huh? Now, who did we make volunteer? Did you get it, who we made volunteer? So by the way, the goal is to get as many people that were in the Ellen selfie up here. Obviously, this group is more esteemed than the Ellen one. So we're going to try to recreate a scene here. Are we good, team? So let me see if we can get that. You ready to say cheese? Other than my big head being in the way, say cheese. One more, cheese. Awesome. So thank you very much. That's fantastic. So let's see what we did here. If we can call up the phone. So a couple things that you see other than my big head there is, and some good-looking people. This has such a wide focal length, wide angle here. Not only could we fit the 13 people in here, but as you remember, there was some people in Ellen's selfie that was cut off like Jared Leto. We could fit probably another 3 to 4 people if you put it on both sides. So unbelievable image quality and the ability to get wide angle shots in here like no other phone out there. So really great selfie capability within the phone. But it's not just about the hardware. I want to show you some of the software here. So if we go to what's called the Lumia selfie app, so it brings not only great hardware, but software to do different things with your selfie. So let me go to something called Lumia Selfie at the top here. It's an application. And it allows you to capture your selfies, edit, and share photos of yourself. So a couple things we'll do. We'll go into the gallery here. I'll show you one that I took earlier. This was yesterday when I got into Berlin. And what I did here is took a selfie. The reason I took this one is there was a massive billboard for the Surface Pro 3 up. And I said, hey, we have to get one. We've got to show some love to Panos Panay, who runs the Surface team at Microsoft. And so I decided to do this one. But the great thing about this is once you capture the selfie here, you can do some really good things here. So you can apply filters right within the application. This applies the last filter that I use called Elegant. But as I just swipe to the right, you can see different filters that get applied to it. If I want to see all the filters available, you can see those here. Scroll down. Let's just do the Lumia filter here. So really quickly being able to capture high quality images and then the ability to customize it. My favorite part on this, if I just go back to original, if I go into this editing button or enhancement button, I can do all kinds of things here. So I can enlarge my eyes. So let's try that. You just have this slider bar that can enhance. See how my eyes got bigger? I can enhance my eyes, which my eyes look very tired and old, so we'll try to enhance those. I can do different things like toning. I can soften, so let's do a little softening, try to get some of those wrinkles gone. I can make myself look slimmer, so let's do that. See if we can pull that. How's that? Fantastic. I could change my smile, and then the best one, although I don't have much teeth showing here, you can really whiten the teeth if those were showing here. So very quickly being able to take not only a high-quality selfie image, but being able to put filters on it and enhance it with this software here. I have to show you one photo because this was when we were out yesterday. We were in the town square, and there was a dog sitting. There was a band playing, so we did some selfies trying to get into the band. But there was a dog sitting there, and I said to the team, I said, I'm just going to go get a selfie with the dog, and watch what happened here. This dog was adorable. So I thought the dog would run. Not only did it run, it stayed there, and this was like 2 seconds before it gave me a big kiss on my lips here. We told Christina, though, all the great software enhancements. Today, it doesn't brighten the teeth or tone the skin of dogs. It just does humans. So V2, we're going to work on enhancing not only me in this picture, but the dog. I thought that was pretty cool. Okay, the other thing that you have the ability to do with this selfie app is not only use the front-facing camera, but you can use the rear camera. So why don't I show you with the Lumia 830. We'll call up the selfie app here. And let me go to change it to rear-facing camera. So what I'm going to do is just turn this around. You'll hear some beeps, and it will do beeping until my face is centered, and then it'll snap a selfie. So let's try this. So that did it with this 10 megapixel imaging in the Lumia 830 rear camera. It centered it for me, and then again, I have the same ability here to put filters on it, enhance, and et cetera. So now if you think about it, any Lumia phone with this Lumia selfie app, you can use both the front-facing camera as well as the rear-facing camera to take selfies. So I think not only does that improve the image quality of selfies, but here's the super cool thing. It takes any Lumia device that doesn't have a front-facing camera, like the Lumia 530, the 630, and 635, and it automatically makes it selfie capable. So a really fantastic app there. And then you're able to share those apps on any of your favorite social networks. This Lumia selfie app will ship preloaded on all Lumia 735s and Lumia 730 devices, and it'll be available in the Windows Phone Store for all Lumia devices beginning today. So really incredible innovation to bring to not only the new phones we're announcing, but the entire Lumia portfolio. But the front-facing camera isn't just for selfies. With these devices, video calls on Skype just got much better, really better. So the wide-angle front-facing camera is great for Skype video calls. It makes it easier for you to share more with the world around you or bring family and friends into the call. So we've done an integrated one-tap Skype video call access that you can do, so it's very easy to turn on a call and do a Skype call. But also Cortana has integrated it in through their APIs where you can actually make a Skype call through Cortana. Now, this isn't really part of the demo script. I was supposed to tell you about it. I asked the guys to set up a device. We'll give it a try with Cortana. Chris Hollis, our comms extraordinaire, is probably not going to like this since we have a little risk here. So I'm just going to go in through the traditional way to access Cortana by hitting the Cortana button. I'll hit the microphone. And basically what I'm going to say is Skype call Chris Hollis, who's our comms guy, just to show you the ability to make that call. Skype call Chris Hollis.
Calling Chris Hollis using Skype.
Chris, I think, is in the back somewhere over here. So basically, I'll hang up here, but what I wanted to show you is the ability to do Skype, whether it's through the one-tap access, but now Cortana to access it, and then all the great imaging capability that we put in, the wide focal length, et cetera, into the Lumia 730, 735, really makes your Skype calls that much better. Sorry, Chris, for doing the impromptu. I should have made you answer the call. So we want to make it easier for people to take advantage of these great Skype features. So we said, how can we put an offer together for consumers that'd be quite compelling? So we partnered with Skype, and by the way, it's a heck of a lot easier when we're in Microsoft doing this, to include a free 3-month Skype unlimited worldwide subscription with the purchase of all new Lumia smartphones. So yep, you heard it right. All new Lumia smartphones, starting with the Lumia 730 when it goes on sale this month. So even if you can't do a video call, it's still easy to do international voice calls with your friends and family on their mobile or landlines. So it's truly amazing, and I think a great example where we're showcasing the best of Microsoft's digital and work lifestyle by bringing this to life, both in the capabilities but in the offer. So earlier I called out the competition for charging a premium for their smartphones. We're committed really to bringing industry-leading innovation to more accessible price points, and that continues with these devices. So the Lumia 730 dual SIM 3G is planned to sell for about 199 euros before taxes and subsidy. And then the Lumia 735 4G LTE will be priced around 219 euros before taxes and subsidies. And both devices bring you amazing wide-angle front-facing camera, a 1.2 gigahertz Snapdragon quad-core processor, 4.7 HD display, a 2220 milliamp battery, and a 6.7 megapixel rear camera that captures great shots, even in low light. And by the way, the rear camera comes with Zeiss optics and the largest aperture found in smartphones today with an f-stop of 1.9. That's why it captures great photos in low light. So all this is housed in a slim and pocketable design that features a variety of colors: bright green, bright orange, dark gray, and stunning white. And both devices will go on sale globally beginning this month. The Lumia 735 and Lumia 730 dual SIM, the easiest way to capture and share more of what you want. So I hope you agree there's so much to be excited about with Lumia. We're bringing more innovation into our high-end devices through software enhancements, more apps, and improved experiences. And we're bringing those flagship experiences to more affordable price points. Apple can't say that, and Samsung can't say that. We truly believe that innovation is for everyone, no matter the price point. And today, we couldn't be more excited to deliver on that promise. Thank you very much.
Hey, Chris.
Hi, Ben.
So, for our online audience, this is the end of the webcast. So, thank you very much, and auf Wiedersehen aus Berlin. For our guests here in Berlin, we'll ask Chris to stay for a few questions.
Fantastic.
So, for Chris's benefit, I'd ask you to please state your name, introduce yourself, and the publication